remember that moment when the arena lights dimmed and that first guitar note sent chills down your spine? Those 80s power ballads were the soundtrack to our most emotional memories, like time capsules filled with feelings we still unlock decades later. In this countdown, we're revisiting the 10 most unforgettable rock power ballads that defined the 1980s. These are the songs that still make you reach for the volume knob and belt out every word like you're back in 1987. Journey with us through musical history as we explore these timeless anthems that bridged generations and continue to illuminate our memories like those flickering lighters in the darkness. Number 10. Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. Cinderella, 1988. Did you know this emotional masterpiece almost didn't make it onto Cinderella's album? When Tom Kiefer sat down at a piano instead of his usual guitar, he created something that would forever change the band's image. Released on their second album, Long Cold Winter, this song revealed a completely different side to a band known for their harder-edged glam metal sound. The contrast became a signature moment for 80s rock evolution. Kiefer wrote it during a painful breakup, pouring real emotions into lyrics that resonated universally. In studio footage, you can see his hands trembling at the piano as he crafted the iconic phrase, "You don't know what you got till it's gone." His raspy vocals build from vulnerability to power, helping the song peak at number 12 on Billboard and making its desert-filmed video an MTV staple. Number 9. Heaven, Warrant, 1989. While Cinderella made their mark with desert visuals, another band's signature ballad almost remained hidden from the world. Imagine creating something so powerful it would redefine your career, yet being afraid to share it. That's exactly what happened with Warrant's Heaven. Jani Lane crafted this emotional gem years before Warrant existed, during his time as a session musician developing his songwriting. When recording their debut album, Lane shelved the softer track, concerned it contradicted their hard-rocking image. What made producer Beau Hill see the magic where the band hesitated? His persistence convinced them to include it on Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich, transforming them from Sunset Strip rockers into mainstream stars. The song reached number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100, while its music video became an MTV sensation in 1989. Number 8. Open Arms, Journey, 1981. The creative tension behind timeless music often runs deeper than fans realize. Such was the case with Journey's Open Arms, a song that ignited an internal battle that nearly prevented its release. While Warrant's famous ballad faced hesitation, Journey's situation was even more dramatic. The band was actively divided over whether this emotional powerhouse belonged on their album at all. Too sappy, Neil Schon declared about Jonathan Cain's unfinished composition. Originally started with The Babies, Steve Perry worried it could damage our rock credentials. Yet Perry ultimately championed the song, his conviction building like a spring coiling tighter with each objection. When finally released in January 1982, that tension exploded into commercial success. Open Arms soared to become Journey's highest charting single, peaking at number 2 on Billboard. Number 7. Here I Go Again, Whitesnake, 1982-1987. Sometimes lightning doesn't strike until the second try. While Perry's battle for Open Arms paid immediate dividends, Whitesnake's Here I Go Again took a fascinating detour on its path to rock immortality. This blues rock number from their 1982 album Saints and Sinners initially vanished without making much impact beyond UK shores. 5 years later, everything changed. For their 1987 self-titled album, the song underwent a complete metamorphosis. David Coverdale rewrote key lyrics, reflecting his own career crossroads and life's uncertainties. The tempo shifted, and glossy arena rock production amplified its power ballad elements. Coverdale's revised lyrics about traveling down the only road I've ever known carried profound personal significance. This authenticity resonated with listeners who found their own meaning in his words about perseverance.
I wonder where you are tonight. No answer on the telephone.
Number 6. Alone, Heart, 1987. Behind every iconic rock anthem, there's often a winding path to greatness. Such is the story of our number 6 pick, a song that traveled through multiple artists before finding its perfect voice. Alone, crafted by Billy Steinberg and Tom Kelly, eventually found its home with Heart in 1987 after earlier recordings. For Ann and Nancy Wilson, this song arrived precisely when needed. Following their 70s success with hits like Barracuda, the band faced uncertainty in the early 80s. Their 1985 self-titled album began the revival, but Alone completed it by topping the Billboard Hot 100. Ann Wilson's vocal performance transforms the song. She begins with whispered restraint, then gradually unfurls her powerful range, her voice soaring as the emotional intensity builds. Number 5. I Remember You, Skid Row, 1989. The vulnerable side of hair metal rarely felt as authentic as when Sebastian Bach poured his genuine heartbreak into a microphone. While many bands manufactured emotion for radio play, Skid Row's I Remember You came from Bach's personal experience with his first serious breakup, resonating with audiences beyond their typical fan base. The band transformed this pain into their highest charting hit, peaking at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 in late 1989. Perfect timing as power ballads reached their zenith. I Remember You maintained Skid Row's identity through Bach's gritty vocals. The music video captured this duality brilliantly, featuring Bach wandering through industrial warehouses while clutching Polaroid memories, visually representing the hard-edged image and emotional vulnerability that defined their authentic approach. Number 4. Sister Christian, Night Ranger, 1983. Behind the most moving power ballads often lie intimate stories, and Night Ranger's Sister Christian reveals one of the most personal origins of all. While hard rock drummers rarely pen emotional anthems, Kelly Keagy created this song watching his younger sister Christy growing up, mistakenly hearing Christian instead of Christy, an error that accidentally created the iconic title. When Sister Christian appeared on Night Ranger's Midnight Madness in 1983, radio programmers recognized something special despite contradicting the band's hard rock reputation. The song's masterful arrangement, opening with gentle bass and drums before building to those expressive guitar solos from Gillis and Watson, perfectly captures the universal experience of youth transitions, resonating with listeners facing their own life passages. Number 3. Love Bites, Def Leppard, 1987. Twin guitar solos weren't the only way to create power ballad magic in the 80s. The transformation behind Def Leppard's Love Bites reveals one of rock's most fascinating musical evolutions, starting life as something completely unexpected. A country-inspired acoustic demo from producer Mutt Lange. What began as the band called a country and western song underwent remarkable metamorphosis, like a caterpillar transforming into a rock butterfly. They adjusted the tempo, electrified the instrumentation, and captured vocals in tiny sections. Joe Elliott recorded sometimes just a line at a time for maximum emotional impact. The result? A majestic wall of sound, layered guitars, synthesizers that soared, distinctive vocal harmonies. This complex production created the perfect sonic space for love's painful contradictions. Number 2. Faithfully, Journey, 1983. From complex studio layering to raw emotion written on the road itself. If Love Bites showed us what studio perfectionism could accomplish, our number 2 power ballad reveals that sometimes the most enduring songs come from the simplest moments of inspiration. Jonathan Cain captured a universal truth on a paper napkin during a 1982 tour. In just 30 minutes, he transformed the emotional strain of separation into what would become an anthem of commitment despite distance. Steve Perry's vocal performance elevated the song to legendary status. Starting tender and culminating in that soaring bridge, his delivery has moved audiences for 4 decades. The music video's tour footage and family reunions weren't staged. They were real glimpses into the band's lives, making Faithfully resonate with authentic emotional power.
Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart.
Number 1. Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Poison, 1988. From caring enough to never give up on love to the piercing pain of betrayal. While Journey sang about faithfulness across the miles, our number 1 spot reveals what happens when that trust is shattered. In a Dallas laundromat of all places, Bret Michaels turned heartbreak into harmony after a devastating phone call revealed his girlfriend's infidelity. This vulnerable acoustic confession was almost rejected by Poison. The band worried its country influences would clash with their glam metal reputation. When released in October 1988, the song claimed the Billboard Hot 100's top position by December, a first for Poison. The abandoned theater in the music video perfectly captured emotional isolation, with Michaels alone with his guitar, creating an intimacy that cemented the ballad's cultural significance.